Today I want to share with you something about self-confidence. This is usually the concept that we use to refer to this feeling of inner power. Many times we assume that this is part of our personality or that this comes from our physicality, and according to this, we may have it or not. But what is, in fact, self-confidence? Where does it come from? If it is something that only some of us have, or that we have to achieve throughout life, why is that? We are all part of this huge creation that is life. Each of us is strongly connected to the universe, simply because there is no separation. And what we are is what we are supposed to be. This is how we come to this planet in a complete way and form of being, no matter what psychological, emotional, or physical attributes we have. But once we arrive here on Earth, we inevitably face the duality that is part of this world, and we connect to each other in several ways. By seeing ourselves as an individual with different characteristics, we may believe that we are alone in this game of life and that we have to compete with others to prove something to the world in order to earn the right to be here. We lose ourselves into our limited thoughts and beliefs that separates us from whatever makes us naturally stable. Because this may give us a strong sense of insecurity, we see ourselves searching for ways to get our confidence back, usually on the external, for example, by collecting material things, or by forcing our bodies to fit into some stereotype, or by achieving some social status. And we may in fact gain a sense of self-confidence by doing all of these things, for sure, because the society in which we live in encourages and approves all of that, and all we want is to fit into the society, right? But once we get there, investing only on this apparent reality, all we gain, in fact, is an apparent self-confidence. We can't rely on external conditions and expect stability. Objects break, bodies change and get old, and statutes are totally dependent on specific contexts. What gives us true self-confidence, if we really want to use this word, is the trust that we have in the universe. And then, yes, we become confident because we trust in the divine, or whatever we want to call to this force that feeds us with love in all its forms. It is by trusting this force that we step into our natural inner power, and that we feel strong enough to live in this world and to co-create at our best. Self-confidence is not a characteristic that some of us have and some others don't. It is our natural inner power that sometimes we forget and sometimes we remember. It depends on how much we feel connected to the universe at each moment. Also, self-confidence is not being right or being the best. Self-confidence is the acceptance of everything that we are, the wrongness and the rightness, all of the duality that we may be afraid to see. Only by accepting this, we can feel true self-confidence, because we are willing to face who we really are. And when we do this, we are not pretending anymore by wearing masks and labeling ourselves with a list of concepts or qualities that only distract us and prevent us from seeing and being who we really are. Once we step into our true inner power, then we can have anything, even the objects, the bodies, and the statues if we want to. The thing is that our eyes won't fall into the trap of thinking that our power or self-confidence comes from any of that. If we do, it is because we have distanced ourselves from Source and temporarily believed that we are an image or an idea that we have created in our minds. So, today I want to tell you that if you are looking for your self-confidence, then first, close your eyes and your ears. Now, look inside. Look into you, the true self that you are, and listen carefully to your inner voice. There is no need to prove anything or to be approved by anyone. There is only one thing that we all have to do, and that is just being. And by just being, we find out who we truly are. And that is love. All the confidence in the world is contained in this eternal love that you are, that we all are.